So first down here as they go back to work. The give on the counter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Throwing Simmons. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The give to Hardy. There he goes. Pass to 6. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
On 3rd down, here's Hardy. Takes it down to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers want to move quickly.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Gonna take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. Pass to 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Left side is Hardy. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? Do you want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here on 3rd down. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Unloads it left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the right. Converts on 4th down. Still going. There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Simmons. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Missouri, 27. Ohio State, 14.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Throwing Simmons. He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
From the gun, give to Hardy. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Out wide left, it's Hardy. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. Pass is incomplete, the clock is down to 9.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range, they can take the 3 points on the board.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's Sayin to throw. Throws it deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense. You got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Sayin. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Missouri! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2.
That keeps the score. Missouri 33, Ohio State 21.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Looking for space, it's Jackson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Drives inside. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Got a little grass. Past the 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Going to the run, it's West. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the comeback is on.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on first down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Here's Simmons to throw. Right side, it's Lee. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Going long. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Hits inside, it's Hardy. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Second and long here. They'll try the right side with Hardy. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip and tuck affair. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll try the counter. See some running room. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Gets rid of it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Straight ahead, it's Jackson. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn.
Hits the afterburners. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throwing, say it. Left side is Jackson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to pass, it's Sayin. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And quarterbacks have to really understand spacing. They got to understand I'm near the sideline. I can shade inside of that guy and understand there's not a lot of room outside. He does a really good job of knowing where he is on the field, breaking on the football, making the interception.
Out wide right, it's Roberts. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the counter. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Really good job by the defense there, understanding pass, dropping back, but not losing sight of that running back and letting that quarterback throw it to him where he can pick up some extra yards.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Driving forward, it's Jackson. Could be a touchdown, Ohio State. They move on top here in the fourth.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ball game.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. On the ground with the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Simmons. Look out. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He's taking a deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in